hello, Scorpio. This is your bonus message for October 2023. You can catch your regularly scheduled program reading here in the live tab with your all signs reading. I did in October all signs. Your timestamp is there. But this is your bonus reading because you had most views in August. So thank you for tuning in. If you want bonus messages in December, make sure that you go to the October all signs and leave your sign or any other sign you'd like to get a bonus message for in the comments. All right. Now, this is why I started the live smiling. Before I went live, Spirit popped into my head. Ice Cube, Mac 10, Miss Toy, you can do it. I was like, yo, Spirit. You can do it. Put your ass into it. Yo. I was dying. I was like, yeah, Spirit. Yeah, get it. Like Scorpio energy. If you want to look up the lyrics to that song and literally apply it to life, like even metaphysically or metaphorically speaking, like apply it to life. Ice Cube had some genius shit back then. So, to be fair, he's still on some genius shit. So, shout out to all my Ice Cube fans. 99, baby. We on the grind, baby. All the time, baby. Sorry, I ain't no Ice Cube. Anyway, we're going to get into your October message. I'm going to pull some pineapple charms. Now, pineapple charms are to help you with your discernment. If none of the charms speak to you, that's fine. That just means you're clear on your own discernment. The message is not an emergency, and you will know what part of the message is for you. If any of the charms speak to you, they're synchronicity charms, okay? If they're synchronistic for you, that is Spirit's way of saying, hey, don't miss this message, okay? There's something really important for you to take away from it and something that needs to be applied. Okay, so if any of the charms speak to you, there's a good reason. All right, so let me get pineapple charming. What the heck? Spirit going to guide you to. All right, so I've got Santa Muerte. Hey Lala, how you doing? Yo, for real. I got Santa Muerte and Spellcaster. So these are the two decks I'll be using for your bonus message for October. Let me get my pin board so that we can figure out show you what these charms are. I'll have timestamps for pineapple charms and when the reading starts. So if you want to fast forward pineapple charms coming back to the message later, you can. Otherwise, just watch it. Just watch it. Let's see what charms we've got here. Let's see. We've got Patriots. Okay. So you may consider yourself a patriot to your country, literally, or be a Patriots fan if you follow the football team, right? Yep. Right. Happy freaking Saturn Day. We have also got a camera. All right. You may be a photographer or just have taken an exceptional amount of pictures lately, especially if you've taken pictures of any of the following charms. We've got an angelfish. We also have, now this one, there's no easy way for me to show this charm. Just because of the way the hole is. We're going to hold it like this, but it's a gold heart with angel wings. Okay. So you may be thinking about a loved one who's passed, or maybe have a loved one that's passed away recent. We also have a unicorn, specifically with purple hair. Okay. We have a deer as well. So you may have seen deer recently. They may be synchronistic for you. They might be in your home. Come on, camera. There we go. It's my little silver deer charm. I also have a hammer. So it may pertain to someone who uses one. You may have been using one. Okay. I have a seashell or a conch as well. Okay. You may live by the shore. I've also got an astronaut. Any of my astronauts are like notorious Aquarian charms. So you may have stronger significant Aquarius in your chart, despite your obviously strong scorpionic energy if you're watching this, and or if you're cross-watching, right? Take it how it resonates, cross-watchers. I also have a pink U and a black J as far as letters go. Alrighty. And then I've got 5 micro playing cards. I've got the 2 of clubs, the 10 of clubs, the 8 of spades, the 5 of clubs, and the 3 of hearts. There is not going to be an easy way for me to hold those. Let's see if I could do it anyway. They fall, but I'm going to try to hold. No! I lost the 2 of clubs. Come back. Oh, I was so close. You saw what I tried to do there. Let's see. We'll try it again, but better this time. Hopefully better this time. These cards are so tiny. I don't think I've ever pulled out this many at once. Okay. My hands are so confused. Those are the micro cards. You can see they're like smaller than my fingernails. All right. Now the tarot equivalents, clubs or wands. So we have the 2 of wands, the 10 of wands, and the 5 of wands. We have the 3 of cups is the 3 of hearts. And then the 8 of spades is the 8 of swords. So if we were to pull a message just off of those cards, mind you, any one of them can be a significant card that's been standing out in other readings that you've watched on YouTube by me or other people. It could be one of your favorite cards, who knows? Okay, but it could be synchronistic for you in some way. These cards speak to being in a state of pause because, you know, you're conflicted on what to do, but can't keep doing what you've been doing. And having potentially pretty high, what's the word I'm looking for? Not anxiety, but feeling kind of trapped in what you feel you can or can't do because of third-party energies, right? Whether it's a third-party person or a third-party situation or a third-party group, like some energy outside of yourself that's kind of limiting your ability to see what's possible. Okay, because the Eight of Swords is like a mental prison. You're not trapped, but it feels that way. Okay. So there might be a lot of inner conflict, feeling really weighed down, feeling like you're stuck on pause, and it's because some energy outside of yourself is making you feel like you don't have options when you do. Okay. So if any of that is synchronistic for you, if you've been feeling that way lately, or if any of those other charms make sense to you, then pay attention. Then pay attention. All right, because we're going to get into this message. Now, I'm going to start with Santa Muerte. So let's see what is going on. I don't know if Spirit's going to have me clarify things with spellcasters or if it's just going to have me pull a separate message altogether. I don't know. I do as I'm fucking guided here. Okay. Warning if you're new, care more about your healings than your feelings, and anything can come out of my mouth if you haven't noticed. So it was 11:11 on the clock. I thought that. So yeah, here we go. Spirit, what is going on? What message would you like to come through for my Scorpionic energy for the month of October? What is going on with Scorpionic energy for the month of October? Now, I will link the all signs in the comments afterwards. Just make sure you get your timestamp when you get in there. They're in the comments on that video, okay? What is going on, Spirit? And to be fair, I don't remember, because when I channel, I channel. Even if I go back and listen to them a few times, I still won't remember. So I don't remember what Scorpio's message was in the all signs. So y'all will have to put 2 and 2 together, see if it's a repeating message or an extended from that one. What's going on, Scorpio? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. What else? The Lovers, Temperance, and the Tower. Okay. Clarities, please. Ooh. All right, take it a layer deeper. Wow, cause flying. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Top of the deck is the King of Wands. Now, Scorpio, the lunar eclipse, okay, which is the full moon in Taurus at the end of the month. It's on the 28th. It is a blood moon. The sun's going to be in your sign. Now, if you caught the weekly duality report that I did for the week of the 7th to the 13th, I literally just recorded it. It's going to be there for the public for just a few days. I'm probably going to keep it up longer than the weekend, but it ain't going to be up forever. So if you catch this, go catch that, because I described the solar eclipse energy and how the moon gets between the sun and the earth, right? A lunar eclipse is a little different. The moon is supposed to be bright and full, but the earth is in the way of the sun and the moon. Okay, the earth is in the way, which casts the moon in a very blood red shade, which implies a disconnect between the feminine and masculine duality within the self, because an earthly matter is taking precedence and you can't feel or sense the masculine energy of the self, right? Can't feel or sense what the feminine is trying to get across. Okay, because there's some earthly mundane matter that's interfering and you're not able to discern through it. Okay, so we're going to have the scorpionic sun that is not able to connect intuitively with a Taurian or mundane moon, right? So keep that in mind as I translate. Okay, these tarot. Keep it in mind as I translate. All right, now the top of the deck is the King of Wands. The bottom is the Seven of Swords. This is what the top and bottom of your deck look like. We have the Knight of Cups under that and the Five of Pentacles under that. Okay, this is what the top and bottom look like. So the King of Wands, which is right here, okay, that's the King of Wands. On the top of the deck is pointing like it's calling, almost like the way I'm reading it is like it's calling for a home run. You know what I mean? How like baseball players will point into the outfield and it's like they're calling a home run. That's what the King of Wands is. And the King of Wands is so fitting because the King of Wands is so determined, right? Willpower, drive, right? That it knows what goal it wants to hit and it's going to hit the goal, right? That's the King of Wands energy. The underlying energy, though, we have the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Cups. And then the Five of Pentacles or the Five of Coins. So underneath, there's some kind of lie or thieving of energy taking place. And it's abandonment with the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like the Knight of Cups is moving forward through the gate, right? The Knight of Cups is moving forward through that archway. It's covered in blue flowers, which is blooming truth, right? Because light blue is that throat chakra. Is moving through this archway of blue flowers. And it's like you need to follow in its footsteps or you're going to be left behind. Okay, that Five of Pentacles can be abandonment. It's almost like someone or something is beckoning you forward. But you've got to choose, you know what I mean? But you've got to choose to continue forward. There's some kind of loving communication coming in. It's almost like you're not being abandoned, but you might be perceiving it that way. And if you're perceiving that you're being abandoned, then you really have to take into account the fact that you had the option to move forward with them and prioritize something else. Okay, you prioritize something else, and that is why you're not moving forward with them. Something else was quote unquote more important to you. Scorpionic energy could always be sabotaging. It could always be an addiction, right? It could be an obsession with something or an attachment to something that's not healthy if you're in Scorpionic shadow. Okay. So with that being the top and bottom, let's see your overall here. The first week, we've got the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. So we start off with what seems like a couple, right? The Queen of Coin, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups with the Two of Cups, right? That's the way it seems. You can see the feminine energy is elevating, Okay. And the King of Cups is drinking. The King of Cups is drinking. So regardless of gender, right? Take it how it resonates, but regardless of gender, someone's masculine energy might be in the process of escaping, okay, which is denying what they have to do or pretending like what they have to do isn't there. Could literally be a guy drinking, but it is metaphorically someone who is choosing not to do what they have to do, and they're trying to pretend it's not there. Where the heart space of the other person is ascending. It's literally climbing up the ladder to receive the fruit. So someone's heart is guiding them forward to receive some kind of gift. Okay. These people are soulmates. And it's like, if your heart stops beating, I will make it beat for you, because you could see that this skeleton is reaching into the chest of the other and creating a heartbeat for the partner here, who is watering, right, pouring into the mind of the other. One is teaching the other how to love the self, and the other is giving a reason to keep going or keep living. Okay. Reminding you why you're alive, which isn't always easy, because it feels like someone's moving forward without the other. Like someone's in denial and someone is not in denial, and the someone who is not in denial of what needs to get done is doing as they're guided and moving forward, and the person in denial is getting stuck. And it's like the person who is stuck is watering the person who's elevating and saying, you know, love yourself, keep going. And that person is like, yeah, but if I can do it, you can do it too. Like if my heart can beat, your heart can beat too. Okay. So there might be a parting of the ways, or what seems like a parting of the ways. An example, right? A real life example, and we'll take it literally. Maybe a partner is drinking, maybe they're drinking way too much, and the other person in the dynamic is separating themselves and moving out, or, you know, just breaking up with whoever and going in another direction. And they're not going to continue their path with said person. And the person who's drinking and losing their partner may be feeling abandoned by their partner, and the other partner's like, but you could choose to elevate too. You don't have to choose to drink. You're prioritizing drinking. It's turning me off. I'm moving in a different direction because I don't like the way that energy feels. You know what I mean? So it could be something like that the first week, right? Apply it to your situation because you know how it's going to make sense if that is the case. Okay, you could have one person who is a shopaholic. They're constantly spending fucking money. Maybe they keep secrets about what kind of money they're spending. And someone is getting their own job. They're making their own money. They're putting their money away, and they're leaving said person because they don't like financial question marks. It's like, no one is telling you to spend your entire paycheck as soon as you get it, or spend it before it even gets here, you know, or to have all kinds of things that you're buying. And I don't understand why we're in debt when we make this amount of money together. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And I don't like that my financial stability is not stable. It's not stability, right? My finances are not stable. So they're moving in a direction where they're stable, you know, so apply it how it makes sense to you. You could even correlate that to a job, right? Maybe your job is going in a direction that you don't see as fortuitous, and so you're moving into a new job, and your old job is like, well, why are you leaving? Like, we need you. And it's just like, you need more than me, hon. Like, you need more than me. I need to protect myself from this situation. Maybe you already have a feeling that the company is spiraling downwards, and you don't want to be caught in the, you know, the whirlpool and getting sucked down to the bottom of it, you know, so you're getting out before it gets ugly, right? Take it as it resonates. But I feel like that's what's going on the first week. Now, the second week, this is where that Three of Cups energy from the charms comes in, because we literally have it here, right? The Three of Hearts, that was the Three of Cups in the charms. We have it here, okay? So we have the Lover's card with the Justice card in reverse and the Three of Cups. Okay. Now, that's that scorpionic energy, right? Now, we had the solar eclipse. We're having the solar eclipse in Libra the second week going into the third week. So this is the second week. And I'm looking at it as if the Lover's card, which is originally a choice, right? Before it was the Lover's card, it was the choice card. So there's a choice that the masculine and feminine within the self, right? That duality is making. Now, the feminine is looking, right? If we look at this card, the feminine is looking at the heart, the sacred heart, and the masculine is looking at the key. Now, the key looks kind of similar to this charm. Right? The heart with the angel wings. It looks kind of like that. Justice in reverse is not going to seem fair. And it is because of that third party energy. Something's in the way. It's the excuse, right? It's not necessarily in the way. It's the excuse. You know, for example, well, I can't stop drinking. All my friends drink. What are they going to think? Or what are they going to do? What am I going to do if I just stop drinking? You know what I mean? Like, everybody I know drinks. They expect me to drink. They expect me to go out. Like, how do I just stop drinking? You know, or my company depends on me. My job depends on me. I have an important role. What are they going to do if I'm not there anymore, right? I have to stay. I have to stay. I'm too important to leave. When the reality is your job will figure it out. They'll figure it out. The company has to keep running. They're not going to collapse because you're not there. It might be more difficult, but they'll be all right. And no different with your friends. Like, your friends who are your real friends will still be there whether you're drinking or not, right? Friends, family, partner, whoever. Like, if you stop drinking because you feel guided to stop drinking, your partner's still drinking, like, your partner's either going to stop drinking with you or you're going to end up vibing out of your partner's relationship, right? You're going to be vibing out because you're meant to move forward, right? You're meant to be somewhere else that they have the opportunity to align with or not. So I feel like something's coming up where you have a choice to make and are potentially, right? Because the tarot will only tell you what's happening with the path you're on. You can choose differently or it wouldn't fucking tell you what's going on. Okay. You may be choosing against your highest good with the excuse of a third party energy. Which leads to the Temperance card, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Your choice starts to alchemize. Your sacred soulmates are with you with the Six of Cups, and you feel like you have this foundation set with the Ace of Pentacles. You choose it. Everything seems to be moving forward. And then the Tower hits, right? The final week when we get that lunar eclipse. The Tower comes out with the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reversed. And I think it's really fucking clear you chose wrong. that you were so focused on that third party, right? Because the 5 of Cups shows the 3 cups that are spilled and the 2 of Cups behind you. I think that you were so focused on that third party or that third party energy, right? Whoever or whatever that is. I think it becomes really clear that you chose wrong come the lunar eclipse, especially in the last week of the month. So if you're going to make decisions in your highest good, make them despite other people or outer circumstances. Like, do what you need to do for you because you need to do it for you, and let everybody else elevate or vibrate in alignment with you. Instead of you trying to keep the alignment of other people, elevate your energy and see who comes with you. Okay. And if no one comes with you, then no one comes with you. It is the way it is. But you're going to be pushed in a new direction without that third energy, regardless. Listen to what I just said. You're going to be pushed in a new direction without that third party energy, regardless. They're not moving forward with you. They're not moving forward with you. If you have to relocate to an entirely new place, an entirely new state, an entirely new town or country or whatever the fuck, and you've got to leave everything and everyone you've ever known behind because spirit needs you to elevate, then that's what's going to happen. And you got to let it happen. You can't, suppress or be in denial about what it is you're guided to do and think you could stick it out because you really want to make this outside energy happy. You really want this to work. Like, this is the epitome of you have to do as you're guided or spirit's going to make you do as it was guiding you. Like, you could do it. You could do it. Put your back into it. So you can do it. I want to see, because if that energy is really where you're at on the lower choice of things, then I want to actually see where you're at on the higher choice of things. Like, what happens if you actually do as you're guided? If you don't choose the third party and place that third party as more important than yourself, more important than your higher self, right? You're divine. If you're in alignment with your higher self, I want to see what that looks like, right? My high alignment Scorpionic energy, my high vibe in Scorpios. What does it look like? What does it look like? I'm using spellcasters now. This is what I'm using for the other side of things, right? The high vibe things. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yes. Spirit's so fucking brilliant. Like, tarot fucking amazes me. I've been doing it for over 20 fucking years and it still blows my mind sometimes. Clarities. Clarities for my high alignment Scorpios. Yeah. Keep going, Spirit. Keep going. I love this. Clarify it further, please. And give me a layer deeper. Yup. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. That is Carpe Diem energy, seizing the moment energy on the bottom with the Chariot on top. Scorpio, listen. Listen. You're in high alignment. What this month looks like. We've got the Two of Pentacles with the King of Cups and the Moon card the first week. Which means you know that the reality is not the ideal. And so you're being intuitively guided to take some action into the unknown and override fears, okay? You're being guided into the unknown to listen to your intuition and override fears, because the fears are there, right? The fears are there. You're in King of Cups energy, knowing that Spirit's guiding you and seizing the opportunity to make the reality ideal, right? You're facing a childhood wound, facing it, overriding it, and saying, no, my fear is not going to hold me back anymore. So, you know, with the Four of Cups, that the universe is presenting you an opportunity to love yourself. So you come out of hibernation, Four of Swords reversed, and create the Tower. So instead of the Tower, which hit in the last week with the lunar eclipse, you're choosing to create the Tower in the second week with the solar eclipse. You're choosing the opportunity to love yourself. You're not sleeping on it, right? You're not escaping it, and are going after whatever it is and are creating the Tower. In the third week, your sacred soulmates, the Six of Cups, which was in the third week with Santo Muerte, right? The Six of Cups comes back out with the King of Swords in the reverse and the Devil. Your sacred soulmates don't fucking like it. They don't see what you see, right? The King of Swords in the reverse is a perspective issue. They don't see what you see, and they're chained to their reality. They're choosing not to elevate. They don't see it. They don't see it. They're like, how could you do that? How could you choose that? It doesn't make any fucking sense, right? They're not on board. They're not seeing from the divine's perspective. You're doing as you're guided. They don't know how to do that. They're all kinds of logic and reason, and their logic and reasoning is no compute what the fuck you're choosing. Like, how can you just go into the unknown like that? Because they have childhood wounds too. You're facing yours. They haven't done that. And in the last week, instead of the Tower hitting and seeing why you coulda, shoulda, woulda, chose to override your fears, right? Override that third party, people pleasing, whatever. We get the Sun with the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit card. That is some serious wisdom coming through in the final week. I think it's going to be super clear, right? The Sun with the Ace of Swords. I think it's going to be really, really, really clear why you moved forward alone, why you were divinely guided to move forward alone, and it was so fucking worth it. That Sun card is a fucking blessing that is holding true to your integrity, right? Your loyalty, that wolf on fire, that loyalty to Spirit. You're going to be getting all kinds of synchronicities and downloads, and you're going on a fucking journey. You are going on a journey. It's going to be clear to you why you had to move forward alone, why these people or this energy, right, this outer whatever could not come with you. You're going somewhere different. The Hermit bumps into the Wheel of Fortune, does it not? That's what comes after the Hermit card. The Wheel of Fortune, justice. Scorpios in high alignment are choosing to override fear, go into the unknown, seize the opportunity to love themselves despite third-party situations. Third-party situations ain't gonna fucking like it. And they're not gonna move ahead with you, and you're gonna know exactly fucking why come the last week. You're gonna know why. So Scorps, I have faith that your bonus message is going to help you. It's going to help you no matter which end of the spectrum you fall on, and no matter what your scorpionic placements are. I have full faith that you will be moving ahead, trusting your alignment, or at least, at the very least, understanding why certain things happen the way that they do. And you'll know whether you're in high alignment or low alignment based off of how this played out. So, Scorpio, I love you. Thank you for continuing to tune in. Don't forget to hop into the all signs reading and leave a comment telling me to give your sign a bonus for December. All right. Until next we meet. Bye, Scorp.